Tired of the silence, the sugar-coated lies. Another headline screaming behind vacant eyes. They build up their walls so high and so strong, but the truth's gonna break through before too long. Every single day, the same damn old game, pointing all the fingers, nobody takes the blame. This pressure's building, it's starting to crack. Ain't no turning back now, ain't no holding back. I'm about to say it, yeah, I'm about to scream. Tired of the fake smiles, living in a dream. The real life's bleeding out in the cold. Gotta break the mold, gotta let it unfold. I'm about to say it, every single word. The uncomfortable truth finally gonna be heard. I'm gonna say it.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All things said in today's show are alleged and for entertainment and educational purposes only. If you are below the age of 18, we request that you leave the live now. Enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. How's everybody doing? Daybreak said you're gonna let me know when y'all doing the karaoke. You said come sing. Nah, look, you want to stay up, don't you? You want to be able to have your page. You don't want me to get on there and sing. Look, he'll shut the whole account down. But okay, definitely send me that. I appreciate that, bestie, and I hope you're doing good today. User, what's good with you? Thank you for joining hashtag I'm Gonna Say It. All right, y'all. On today's show, we are going to listen to a part of an interview from the Art of Dialogue. So shout out to Art of Dialogue. They get the video credit for this show. But it's gonna be Danny Boy's interview. But Danny Boy is speaking on walking in on Left Eye and Suge Knight in an intimate moment. Some may know, many more may not know. But at one point, Left Eye and Suge was a thing. Yes, Left Eye from TLC and Suge was a thing. Right? You may have known that, you may not have, but they were. So when he says this, I remember them being together. I can't. Somebody passed away, and the funeral was here in Atlanta. I don't know who it was. I can't remember. I keep wanting to say MC Bree, but I don't think that was him. But it's somebody had passed away, and he had a funeral here, and she was with Suge at the funeral. So like, seen it. So I know he's telling the truth about them being together. Okay, Simply Kim said, "Yep, I worked with her at LaFace Records." See, so she knows as well. We know that Danny Boy is telling the truth, right? Baby girl, good morning to you. Happy Saturday to you. He messed with Eve, Suge Knight. User said he messed with Eve as well. Now, see that I didn't know, but hey, I it's not far fetched. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. But thank you for letting me know because like I said, I'm right now years old. Simply Kim said everybody was shocked and shaking their heads. Yeah, it was something we didn't necessarily see happening. Um, I think it was pretty quick. Like in the beginning when T-Boz got with Mac 10, like we not that it was an issue. I don't want to make it seem like it was an issue. Well, what I'm saying is we just wouldn't have thought, or we just didn't think that would be a thing. But to each his own. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this audio and see what Danny Boy has to say about that particular moment.
Suge the main reason that Snoop beat that murder trial, right? Or no?
I mean, it was because when you look at it, it's not when you look at it, it's the reality. It was Suge's resources that was extended to him.
Yeah, would not have put them
Suge
together.
had
Right,
a bad lawyer team, David Kenner and all. I was going to court. He spent a lot of money. And I don't know about the chicken boxes that they got when he was Calvin. I don't know about the Popeyes boxes because I wasn't there. But just going in there and seeing the court scene and seeing the things that he was going through, and just, man, this the person that put you and gave you this position. Those people, man, that's the
Demetrius, thank you for
problem
that
with
heart,
people,
me
man.
brother. I appreciate it.
Some people deserve to be honored and respected. That don't last. It ain't like a temporary thing. It's not a thing where the time go off. It's almost like a marriage. To death do us part. That don't mean we got to stay in business and bed. That don't mean we got to stay in a relationship together. That don't mean any of that. But I cannot go through my mind right now and think of just you guys listening to me talking about these times, the history of death row and me being around Tupac. Suge made those things possible for me to be relevant today. I have to honor that.
Real spill.
Grateful for that opportunity. I'm telling you, man, if I had the money, if I had the money and Suge needed it and was hungry, I'm not going to do him like he did me when I was hungry. How Suge did me when he had it. I'm talking about really had it. I'm talking about when I wasn't around him, when he was spoiling me, he's saying. When I wasn't being spoiled, it was times that I was fucking homeless, hungry. He didn't feed me. That got to be in you. And that's not in every nigga. That got to be deep in you, like no matter what. I'm just that kind of person. People tell me all the time, man, why don't you just stop, leave this person alone, how they do you? I wouldn't even mess with them. I wouldn't even do. Man, God always fight my battles. I haven't seen a nigga that did me wrong in a good position. At the end of the day, I haven't seen them in a good position.
Yeah, I know the last time me and Suge spoke, he was real mad over that.
Right, Daybreak 76. Whoa, okay.
He was heated, yo.
Yeah, he came out with a diss track and Suge's a bitch. You see, all them niggas saying all that shit, why Suge? Every nigga that I've seen talk on this show that say stuff about Suge, I've seen them say this shit while Suge locked up. There's not a nigga that I seen on here that would have said that shit to him in his face. She just got that
#1 gift badge. Thank you, Bessie, and thank you for the wink winks.
Not one. Now what they today? I don't know.
Yeah, I know when I was talking to Suge, and I had no idea, but he was telling me how him and Left Eye dated. And I didn't know that, yo. I had no idea they dated.
That always was his girl. that always was his girl. Yeah, that always was his girl. For my first time coming to Death Row Records. The first time I went to a studio,
what up, little brother?
Went to a LaFace parking lot.
Yeah, they talk crazy now that he locked up. They didn't have this high there when he was free.
And I'm fresh out there. Shit, I am amazed to be around celebrities. And I opened the door on on Left Eye and Suge. And I slammed it real quick.
What she mean by you open the door on Left Eye and Suge?
Yeah, I opened the door. And I seen something that I shouldn't have seen, probably.
He said probably. And then he was blinking.
The same thing that Whack 100 said. Damn, I wasn't supposed to say that. It's in my book, though.
Nah, I don't recall that in your book. I read the whole book.
I said it. I alluded to it. I just didn't say who it was, but God damn it, there it is. Yeah, it was always his girl.
They was having relations?
No, she was, she was topping him off in the limo. And that's something to walk in and to see a celebrity that you see on TV. That was my first encounter. Suge, be honest too, when he asks you about this shit, be honest, man. And I don't never hear Suge talk. You make sure you ask him about that Mary J. Blige shit. You better confirm that shit.
He was talking about that.
Yeah. But these celebrities can only go so far. Like it's a group of them, right? And it's their community.
They break. You got me cracking up.
I'm not saying that she is, right? But we just got hoes in our community, our family. Some of us are hoes, horse ways. But celebrities are in a group, a community. And since they can't just go out and do it with everybody, They be in that community. I don't be surprised when they be talking to each other. She's a pretty girl. Wasn't nice. She wasn't nice, but she's really pretty. She just wasn't a nice girl. She wasn't a nice girl. She wasn't nice to people. You know, she wasn't approachable. Like you couldn't walk up to her. I think in her later years you could, but like she wasn't a person that wanted to talk friendly with. She's not a friendly artist. Like if you can think of people that you've met and be like, oh, that's a nice person. They're really friendly, great spirit. Da 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 da. You can feel that she was kind of different, eccentric, but she wasn't nice.
She was rude to you?
No, not really, because I think all of them was kind of careful with that. From me kind of being up under Suge and
She was using
who I was. So I don't know.
At one point.
No, I wasn't going for it neither. I didn't let Suge be rude to me. Not that I'm tough, but I'm just not. You don't have to beat my head in. You have to beat me. You're gonna beat me up. You're gonna have to beat me up. You're not gonna disrespect me, and I've always been like that since I was little. If I believe it, I believe it.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember you telling me that, he was messing around with Chili. So Suge, he had left out in Chili?
He had all of them. He had a lot of people.
No, I didn't hear about
We used to
Snoop.
call him the Eagle, the Hawk. Eagle Man come in and clamp your bitch up and take her away. And like I told you, that was his thing to talk to. If he knows that's your girl, she bad, he gonna get her.
All right, let's give it up to Danny Boy and the Art of Dialogue. We also keep in mind now, y'all. I know I didn't know about him and Chili neither. I didn't. I'm like I said, right now years old when I found out. However, I mean you got to remember that he did this with Dr. Dre too, and got with Michelle A. And she was Dr. Dre's baby mama first. So that was one of his things, with Suge. I'm assuming. I guess he just, yeah. I don't know if it's a way of him bullying men or, you know, flexing his muscles. People were scared of him. But if he wanted a girl, he got it. And this is according to Danny Boy. And again, I'd love to have Danny Boy on the show if possible. But yeah, y'all, this is something that I knew about Suge and Left Eye being together. Like I said, I still cannot remember whose funeral it was here in Atlanta when they came together, but it was a big one. I don't know why I keep wanting to say MC Breed, but I don't know if that was it or not. I can't remember, but yeah, they was together, and it was shocking because I didn't know that. Big Mel said, "Yeah, Suge and Pop was knocking them down." Now I knew Left Eye and Left Eye and Pop were really, 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 really close. Like they had a connection that was out of this world. You know. Thank you, Big Mel. Okay, he said he DM'd Danny Boy and he didn't respond. Okay, so we waiting on a response from that. That'd be awesome if he came on, man. And like I said, even if we just have like 30 minutes of his time, I ain't trying to hold him too long. It's just it'd be a blessing for him to be on here. I just want to ask him stuff. Just you like hearing it from people who are genuine, and that was actually there when it comes to things like that. So yeah, we'd love to have him on the show. Check it out, y'all. This has been your self-proclaimed favorite news reporter, Mr. Breaking News, signing off from the newsroom. Peace and blessings, and I love you all.